This is a terrible thing to say, but it's true. It's young men such as you, 18 to 25 years old, who are doing most of the killing. You, American boys, airmen, soldiers, sailors, civilians, Marines, college boys, you're killing your own people and yourselves. You are killing American women, American men, American children, not with guns, with automobiles. In the next 365 days, you are going to cause about 500,000 automobile accidents. That's more than 1,000 accidents a day. Now get this. In the next 365 days, young men of your age will be in at least 11,000 fatal accidents. That means at least 30 people killed each day, every day. Yes, I know. Every one of you is sitting out there thinking, well, it won't happen to me. Or you think it'll happen to somebody else, maybe to the man sitting next to you, but not to you. You drive too well to have an accident. You're too quick, too experienced, too smart.
Cool cats.
Wish I could cut it like that. Oh, it takes years of experience, dear.
Mike's been taking dancing lessons on Midnight Oil.
Oh, and he told me he was taking engineering.
He tells all the girls that. He wants them to think he's a natural dancer.
You men could do it too if I let Jane teach you, but I won't. She's all mine.
Folks, on the Saturdays, we have to close the bar at midnight.
Huh?
You've got 5 minutes. You want a little drink?
Bill Kelly always wants another drink.
Right. So does Tommy Wilkins.
Bring us another round, Dominic.
Oh, no more for me. No, I'm up to my ears in ginger ale.
3 whiskeys and soda.
Okay, Mr. Adams.
Well, I think I'll cool off and put my face back on.
Don't be gone long.
I'll be right back, love.
Don't be gone long, my love. My heartbeat will count every moment you're gone.
Oh, Mike, something's always coming between us. If it isn't the buttons on your shirt, it's the ladies' room. Farewell. Farewell.
All right. Break it up, you squares.
No, I want you to really listen to this one. It's a real love beat. I want to see what it does to you.
Okay.
I'm getting out of here. Come on, Claire. Come on, Ellen.
Oh, I'll be with you just as soon as I get rid of my gorilla.
It's been such fun having you with us, Claire. I only wish Tommy discovered you sooner.
I do, too. Jane, how are you going to manage to get married and go to college at the same time?
That's simple. As soon as Mike gets his discharge, he's going to engineering school at State Tech. He's already been accepted. And I'm going with him.
But doesn't that cost a terrible amount of money?
Well, it does cost a lot more than we have, but Mike's going to try for a scholarship and a part-time job. I'm going to get a full-time job. And if things get too rough, Mike's father will help out.
Oh, well, that makes it simple.
No, not that simple. You see, Mrs. Adams died several years ago, and Mr. Adams isn't much of a moneymaker. He's a wonderful man, though, a fine craftsman, cabinet maker. He did the paneling in the new governor's mansion. But, well, we don't want to take any of the little money he has saved. It might get a little rough, Claire, but we don't mind. We've got all our lives ahead of us. We'll manage somehow.
Jane, do you know what those clowns are doing? Sneaking in another round of drinks. Oh, no.
Oh, well, don't worry about Mike. He never drinks too much.
Thank you, boys. Come again.
Well, here's to the road.
Hip hip. And long life.
Mike, please don't. I don't want to be stuffy, but, well, don't you think that...
Yeah, I get it. I've had enough. I'll leave it for Dominic.
For Dominic? I paid for it.
Go ahead and drink it.
Here's mud in your eye.
Oh, let's go, Irish.
Good night.
Good night.
Flag.
Take it easy, Joe.
Come again. Hi, Joe. You got some extra matches?
Sure.
Isn't it beautiful? What a night.
Who's going to win tomorrow night's fight, Joe?
Gonzalez, 5-1.
I feel like taking a chance tonight. Buck on the Swede.
I'll cover it. Settle with him next time you come in.
Okay, good night, Joe.
Good night, Mike.
Yeah, I hate to waste all this moonlight.
You want to stay out all night?
Well, not all night.
Let's go home the long way. Around the lakes.
The longer, the better.
We could go by way of Lakeview. It's only 18 miles, and then come back around the lakes.
Go stop by Jerry's for a hamburger.
I can't do that. I'm sorry, but I have to go home now.
Oh, no, you don't. We always go home the long way around.
It's too early to go home.
Well, what's the matter, Claire? Scared?
Of course not, Bill. It's just that, well, my brother was killed in an automobile accident 2 years ago. Just joyriding.
How awful.
My mother gets almost hysterical if I'm not home by midnight.
Why don't you call her up? Tell her Mike's driving. He's the best driver in the base.
Tell her I've been driving since I was 12. Tell her I've never scratched a fender.
I can't go. I'm sorry, I don't want to spoil the party, but I just can't go.
Claire, you do what you think you should.
Hey, wait, I remembered. I planned on doing a little snuggling with Claire, alone in the back of a taxi. See you back at the barracks. Hey, taxi!
Thank you, Johnny. The moon's waiting.
Come on, Billy boy.
Coming, baby.
See you next week, Claire.
He's a nice guy, isn't he?
See you later.
Coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
We'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes.
We'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. We'll all have chicken and dumplings. We'll all have chicken and dumplings. We'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes.
She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes.
She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes.
Golly, Mike, you missed that car by 6 inches.
By 4.5 inches. And that's all the room he needs.
Well, do me a favor and give the next one an extra foot.
Well, he'll get his half of the highway.
Oh.
We'll kill the old red rooster when she comes.
We'll kill the old red rooster when she comes. We'll kill the old red rooster. We'll kill the old red rooster. We'll kill the old red rooster.
Dr. Nelson, Dr. Nelson.
Captain Sunderland, Airman Adams is conscious now. You and the sheriff may see him for a few minutes only. Sorry, no other visitors.
Oh, but Doctor, this is the boy's father. He's driven all night just to get here.
Oh? Mr. Adams, we've examined your son as thoroughly as possible. So far, we haven't found any critical injuries. It frequently happens that the driver gets off scot-free. He's very lucky indeed. Of course, he's suffering from shock, but he's young, and we've given him plasma.
Thank you. Well, do you think he can stand the truth, Doctor? If he can't take it, maybe we'd better wait a while.
It's my experience that there's no point in putting it off.
I think he can take it. Just don't all go in together. No browbeating, no arguments, no accusations. One piece of business at a time. Nurse, do you have that sedation prepared?
Yes, Doctor.
Well, stay right with that patient.
I'll watch him closely.
If he goes back into shock, call me.
Yes,
I'll be an emergency. Remember, one piece of business at a time.
Dr. Nader, Dr.
Do you want to go in first, sir?
No, Captain. You two go first. He has to face it. I'll wait. You can see him later, Tommy.
Dr. Whitfield, Dr. Whitfield.
Hey, fella. How are you feeling?
All right, sir.
I'm the legal officer from the base. Colonel Coggins asked me to come and see you. Oh, I'm here to represent the Air Force, but you understand that you're now under civil jurisdiction?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened last night?
Well, partly. We had a couple of beers in a tavern, and we were dancing.
Wait, son. According to the bartender and the waiter, one of the girls had plain ginger ale. The other two had 2 beers each. You had 4 bourbon whiskeys. Airman Wilkins had 5. And Airman Kelly had 6.
Yes, sir. But I wasn't drunk, sir. Honest. We just drove home. We were singing, telling jokes.
You were singing, telling jokes, driving 60 to 65 miles an hour. You sideswiped another car going in the other direction. You turned over twice. Remember?
Well, there was a man in that other car. A farmer. His neck is broken. Now, in your own car, the girl, Ellen Baudet, well, she had the same kind of luck you had. She'll be all right. She's just badly beaten up.
about Jane?
Jane Nielsen is alive, but she's in very bad shape.
Well, tell me.
Well, her left arm and shoulder are fractured. She has a concussion of the brain. And her right leg.
What about her leg? What about her leg?
They'll have to amputate. Airman Kelly. Airman Kelly was killed instantly.
There's just one more thing, son. Then we'll go. You are hereby summoned to stand trial before Judge Francis Hostetter of the Criminal Court of Lafayette in the County Courthouse at Centerville 60 days from this date. The charge is manslaughter. Now, since you're a member of the armed forces and will be under military control until the trial, Judge Hochstetter has fixed bond at only $500.
Now, your father is here.
No, don't come in here. You don't know what I've done. You won't want to see me. Get out. Oh, go away.
Hello, Mike. I know what you've done. Go ahead, boy. Let it go. Get it over with. We have a lot to face up to. You and I both. You and I both.
Millions of men have dedicated their lives to building the dignity and power of the United States Air Force. But there's always some kid who comes along to dirty that reputation. You're going to have to face trial for manslaughter in a civil court. And that could very well mean years of prison for you, beginning in less than 60 days. Until that trial, however, I expect you to carry out your Air Force duties as well as you can. Now toe the mark and keep in line. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Mike. You're looking better. Much better. You're coming right along, aren't you?
You should have punched me in the jaw, Tommy.
Look, like I told you in the hospital, you weren't drunk. It was an accident. I only left you to go along with my girl.
Sorry. I'm just looking for some kind of an excuse.
How's your father?
He's gone home. He'll be back for the trial.
There's a great little guy.
Yeah. And this'll kill him, too. You'll see.
Hey, Mike's here.
Mike, yeah?
Hey, it's good to have you back.
Thanks, John.
Hi. Is there anything we can do?
Nothing, Harry, nothing.
What happens now, Mike?
I sweat it out till the trial.
Dad, I give him the works. You creep. It could have happened to any one of us. Keep your mouth shut.
You mean I should never talk about Kelly again, my friend?
Kelly was my friend, too. But so is Mike. So keep your mouth shut.
Look, Mike, don't let it get you down, huh?
It happens to a lot of people. Why, I had a friend at home who was driving drunk when he...
As you were. How you doing, Adams?
Okay, sir.
I understand you reported to Colonel Coggins.
Yes, sir.
You were supposed to report to me, too.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Forget it. You're in enough trouble. But somebody's got to take care of Bill Kelly's personal effects.
I already did that, sir, with Jones and Sergeant Clark.
Okay. Now, who's going to take Kelly home? His best friend is supposed to go along with the casket.
Lieutenant Daniel, I ought to. I ought to face his family.
It's going to be hard enough for them without having you there. How about you, Wilkins?
Yes, sir, I'll go.
We'll rush your orders. Get into your Class A uniform and report to Colonel Coggins immediately. The train leaves at 21:15. It's a long trip. You'll be gone 11 days. I never had this happen before. I don't know what to say. You may not even want to hear about this. But I saw Kelly before they closed the casket. He didn't look bad at all. If you look at him from the right side, he looks perfectly natural. He just looks like he's sleeping.
Tommy.
How's the man, Mike?
Fine. It's good to see you. How's the trip?
Say, you're healing up just fine, aren't you?
Sure. Sure. Well, did you get Bill home all right?
Yeah.
You went to the funeral?
Lots of people there.
His folks, how'd they act?
Oh, they're awfully nice.
I mean, how did they take it?
They were shook.
Did they get my letter?
Yeah.
Well, what'd they say?
I can't remember everything.
Tell me the truth. I gotta have the truth. Tell me exactly what happened.
His father tore it up and threw it away. That's exactly what happened. What did you expect? Now, how's it with you?
The guy in the other car, the farmer, his name's Pritchard. He's suing for $55,000. My insurance won't cover it. Dad and I'll have to make up the difference. $35,000.
Wow. Did you hear anything about Jane?
No visitors allowed. I phoned the hospital. I said I was a friend. She's recovering from a brain concussion. But she'll wear her arm and shoulder cast another 2 months anyway. But the amputation was a great success. She's going to do just fine.
Where did you get this?
Wait a minute, where did you get this? Listen, Mike, your dad can't take any more. He can't even pay the damages now without you. Maybe you can't help Jane. But if you can't, nobody on earth can. This is the easy way out. I don't blame you for thinking about it. Anybody would. I know how you feel. But you won't use this. You're not the type. Here.